Well, not that slow. I always go like...
Okay.
Hey Pokey people! I am dead tired. Went to a league challenge last night in a last ditch effort to make Glaceon tier 1, and it did not work. It was partially due to the fact that I forgot to put in the single copy of like Baby Zoroark, which is I think important to the deck because there are times where you do need to hit for significant amounts of damage, and that's the only card in the deck that can actually do that. So I had 2 hard losses to Duskmane Necrozma, which is everywhere now. I say hard losses, they're actually pretty close matches. Round 3 I went against a Zoropod deck in 1, and then my round 4 opponent, which was the last round, he just scooped, so he left. So not really much of a showing for Glaceon. Went 2-2, that's okay. So I stayed up really late last night to work on a secret deck the trainer gave me a tip-off for. So I'm trying to put it together. I've been testing different things. Stayed up until 4 in the morning, which is why I am exhausted and dead tired. But I'm gonna bring it to the Sunday tournament and see how it does. There's a couple cards that I need for it, so I hope once I get there I can trade for them real quick. And yeah, let's get going. Alright, so we got a Guardians Rising pack today for our tournament pack. Let's see what we can get. Hopefully we can finally get a third Lele.
Can you get the third Lele?
I doubt it, but...
Do you need 3 Leles? Do you have...
No, Brittany needs a Lele.
I have all of the cards. I have 3 of them.
Okay.
What do you have?
Aw. 3 to the front.
How many do you need?
Energy is a Darkness Energy.
One,
and then a carp, if you have a
Tentacruel.
to go with it.
I don't have any.
Got another Choice Band.
I have cards.
Alter the Moon. Snorunt. Castform. Vanillite.
Well, yeah, that's fine.
Murkrow. Salandit.
That's
Hey, Minior. Hand Swallow. What do I got?
Boy.
Question of the day. What's your favorite card art out of the current standard stuff?
How many supporters are like half the
Shout out to Brittany.
She doesn't want to be on camera. Yeah.
But
I really like
how many times I had
that new
Ultra
Lucidum that I saw you had last night. 'Cause it's
Oh,
got
yeah.
green tint to it.
Yeah, the full art.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really good. Of course, Bridget's
thought about that.
Yeah. Which is good. What about you, Ella? What's your favorite card art right now?
I like the golden space cat.
The Golden Space Cat? That's fair. Alright, Nate. What's your favorite card art in Standard?
Standard.
Is it Minior?
I really love the goofy Eevee. That's really dumb.
Eevee's not dumb.
No, the one from
Oh, that's with the oh
one
yeah.
is really dumb.
The art is really strange, yeah.
Also, is it Poliwag that's basically made of clay?
Yeah, yeah, they
I
have
like that one a lot too.
they have some of those, yeah.
I like the clay. Those are nice.
All right, Zach. What's your favorite card art in Standard? New Lily? Yeah, that's fair. Do you want to answer the question of the day? The Crazy Lucamine? Yeah, that's a good choice. I think for me, it would have to be the Reshiram from Shining Legends. I just think it's super cute. I really like it. So Ella and I invented a game for between rounds, and it's called Dice Jenga, I think.
It's yeah.
I agree.
It's weird, but
Saying it is.
honestly,
Yeah.
really entertaining.
Thing for me.
So basically, you stack the dice like they come in these little chess boxes, and you take turns pulling a tower away.
I don't know.
And the first person to try to pull a tower away and knock down the dice loses, like that.
Yeah. No, actually.
But she did it on purpose.
Yeah.
I'll go first.
I took
The hardest part. Oh, look at that.
You failed.
First game.
All right, let me try again. The hardest part is the lips of the mat.
I don't even have to experience it.
Yeah, you don't, because we're playing on your mat. So you have to pull it a decent distance away for it to count.
Yeah, that was what I pulled off Misty's.
Ah!
It's harder too because I'm watching through the lens.
It's also harder because we also built it instead of putting it in here.
Yeah.
So it's really unstable.
Activated my trap card.
I got one. That's all. That's really the goal here. I got one.
Yay.
Ella got her second.
And usually these are the easiest because it's
Yeah.
right there.
Bridget?
Yep. So we took out one. We got one card.
And then the
Fred.
wall is also super easy.
Something
Yeah.
we hadn't managed to do all of the last 2 games.
Doesn't look like you're set up.
Will she mess it up on the last
I'm set up
one?
enough.
All right.
I keep dying anyway.
Don't you blow on
It
it.
only takes one card. Ultra Ball.
So it's a draw.
And then the hardest part is putting it back together because
Or Cosmo.
Yeah.
so
Okay.
It's easier if you just dump them into the chess X box and then just tip it over, but we don't do that because we live the hard way. Hey Pokey people, it's been a couple days. Had to do some hard reflecting after that last tournament that you just saw the footage from. I had a rough Pokemon weekend. I don't know. Oh, sorry, Gummy. His bopped her in the head. It was a rough Pokemon weekend for me. So we went to a league challenge on Saturday. That was my last ditch effort, like I kind of talked about, to bring Glaceon Zoroark into the meta to like find out once and for all how good is this thing playing with real people rather than just online, you know. I brought it to a couple tournaments, you know, at Fun for All, but at the same time, you know, I'm kind of playing in a vacuum. Like, Nate plays Bulu when he gets serious, Zach plays Lapras when he gets serious, Mike kind of bounces back and forth between Gliscopod, Garbiter, and then Buzzwole, Garbiter. Ella plays Gardevoir, and then now the Incineroar buddies, so like, I got a good idea of how the deck compares and stacks up against those specific decks, but I needed to get some real life, like, experience with other players to see really overall how it is. And the end result was not great, so I went on, like, this soul-searching quest to... If the camera's shaking, it's because Grummy is rubbing her face against the legs of the tripod. So as you saw, lately I've been getting really into Ho-Oh. It started with that like that soul-searching, play the ladder until 4 a.m. with Ho-Oh situation. Brought it to the tournament. As you saw, kind of got destroyed. It was kind of unfortunate, you know, how it turned out, but since then I have been tweaking the deck a lot, moved a lot of things around, so I have, I think, found the list for Ho-Oh that I really like. Like, I've been playing on the ladder lately, and the only thing that's been, like, kinda rough is, Bulu's actually pretty rough. Because Bulu doesn't have fire weakness, and it doesn't really matter even if it did, because no one really runs Aether Paradise anymore. Not a lot of people run Fighting Fury Belt on Bulu, and Ho-Oh deals 180 anyway, so it doesn't really matter that he's not weak. But anyway, you can kind of exchange one-hit knockouts. I'm thinking about maybe... I ended up going the Choice Band route more recently than the Fighting Fury Belt route. So I'm thinking about maybe revisiting the Fighting Fury belt instead of the Choice Band, but it's tricky because then you miss some key KOs. You know, you're going from 180 to 190, so you're not getting those 200, 210 HP Pokemon that you really want to be hitting. One deck that I have noticed that it wrecks, which makes me so happy, is Buzzwole Garb, because that deck is, I think, a glimpse into the future of the meta. It's already, I mean, it's already current meta. But I feel like Zoroark is just so strong now that people are gonna play, probably, that I don't think Buzzwole is really going anywhere. It's an awesome counter to Zoroark in general right now. I still do think that Buzzwole is going to take a little bit of a hit in May because Malamar, in my opinion, is probably going to bring Psychic into the forefront of the meta. I think it's going to be really big, which really only serves to boost Zoroark even more because Zoroark has the Psychic resistance, and then a lot of decent Psychic Pokemon that have been getting like low-key like hype lately are Darkness weak. So it's really only going to help Zoroark even more. So I'm trying to build a deck that can take down Zoroarks without too much of an issue. Zoroark can't get the KO on a Ho-Oh. With Ho-Oh, I can easily, with a Choice Band, get the KO on Zoroark, so that's good at least. It really just depends on what Zoroark gets paired with. If the Weavile thing becomes big, Ho-Oh fortunately doesn't really run a lot of ability Pokemon, so I think I would be safe on that front. So I'm not too scared of Zoroark, Weavile, or Buzzwole, so at this point, I feel like that's the meta for now, so I feel like I'll probably be okay. I haven't really had the chance to get in a lot of matches against Duskmane. I know Duskmane didn't really get a big showing at the recent regionals in Malmo and Collinsville, but I think it's just been a little unexplored. I did hear that it was everywhere at the lower tables, and then it just kind of got eliminated as the tournament went on. I think it's just one of those Pokemon that, you know, it takes some time to learn how to build a deck around. I did hear about one deck that did really well with Duskmane. It was Duskmane, Registeel, and something else. I'm trying to remember. I remember I saw a profile for it on Darium's Pokemon channel, so go check that out if you're curious and you really want to make Duskmane work. They had a great profile for a Duskmane deck that apparently did actually do pretty well. So I think people are kind of figuring out. I kind of equate it to Buzzwole because when Buzzwole came out, there were two camps of people. People that thought it was great, and they were comparing it to things like Landorus, and then there were people like me who thought that it wasn't that good. I don't have an explanation for my behavior. I can't. You know what it is, I wasn't around when Landorus was big, so I just didn't have the frame of mind to see how good Jet Punch was and how easily you could boost it. And even that's going to get way better in May because of DNC Prism Star. It basically counts as 2 Regirock EXs. Gives 1 prize instead of 2. Takes up 1 less spot on the bench than 2 Regirocks. It's a really good card. So yeah, Buzzwole I think is going to be getting better and better and better. So look forward to some videos this weekend. We're talking about going to another league. I always forget if it's a league challenge or league cup. I'm new to all of the local events. I've been watching the regionals and worlds and nationals and stuff like that for a while, so I kind of know the terminology there and what's what. But ironically, I guess, I don't really understand the local stuff yet because I just haven't played a lot in sanctioned stuff myself. I've been hanging around a lot with the Fun For All group, which is fun for all, but like I said, it's kind of a vacuum, so Mike and I have been talking about getting out there a little bit more. Zach wasn't able to come with us to the tournament last Saturday, and by extension, Nate wasn't able to go either. Ella didn't end up making it, so I'm hoping that we can kind of get the group to go out, get some like hard experience and the School of Hard Knocks. And see, you know, what deck we want to play for Toronto, because May is coming fast. It's crazy. It's almost March. How is this happening? So, right now, I'm Turbo Ho-Oh, which I want to call it Turbo Ho, but that doesn't work because the second Ho is an O, not a Ho. Not that I want to involve... You know what? I'm just going to come up with a better name. Maybe when we go to the League Cup or League Challenge or whatever it is this coming weekend, maybe I'll get some footage of that. There's some people there that I think aren't so hot on the cameras, so kind of feeling that out still. I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable, so we'll just kind of play that by ear. I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to end the video finally. So thank you guys for watching and have a great day. Boop!